Never in a million years would Vladimir Putin sue an American podcaster. Why is that? What does what does proof about Emmanuel Macron? He has no real power. He is utterly insignificant and therefore fully dependent upon his image in the press to delude people into believing otherwise. Why would Putin even waste his time to sue you? What is the easiest thing for Putin to do if you speak against him? Is to throw you off the balcony. Is to put you in a freaking prison in Siberia. Which one is worse? Which one is worse? This is proof that Candace is scared to shit. Because if you're thinking that the measures that Putin will use is better than the measures that Macron is trying to use, Macron is saying that if you believe in what you are saying, let's go to court. Let's go to court. They say Lady Justice is blind. When you walk into court to defend or to as a defense or the prosecutor, when you two, depending on which side you are, when you guys walk into court, everybody is presumed innocent until proven guilty. So if Candace is saying that the measures that Putin would use against somebody like her is far more better than the measures, imagine she herself has said it, that Macron asked Donald Trump to speak to her for her to stop. So what does that prove? That Macron was using a better way. She herself has said that Macron's team did contact her, did send her evidence, but she did not believe the evidence. So if you are now telling us, like you've just put on Twitter, that you prefer the way Putin will treat people to the way Macron is trying to approach this case, that is where we are now confused. We are now confused. To be honest, she has clearly lost this case. She has clearly lost this case. This is proof that she is scared to shit. And this is also proof that everything she's been saying all along, she knew that they were not true. But because she was making a lot of money, she kept on pushing it. And now it's time for you to go. As you said, you are looking forward to that day that you will prove them that what you were saying is true. You have said, I cannot wait to get to discovery. I cannot wait to ask you guys these questions. And now you are saying things that do not really make sense. Let's not forget that she said she was going to stake her entire career for this. And this is the time to put your money where your mouth is. And now you are looking for excuses. You are saying, so you expected the Macrons should just sit quiet and let you do whatever you want to do. Let you make money. What, you think Macron is going to be president for life? No. He's not going to be president for life. So what did you expect? What did your team, what did your husband, what did your family expect Macron and the wife to do? Or you wanted them to treat you like Putin treats his people who speak against him. You wanted Macron to arrange somebody to throw you off the balcony. You wanted Macron to arrange somebody to use, what's it called, Novichok, to poison you. Because you think that Macron is a nobody. He has got no power. you're kind of siding with Putin. You're kind of siding, and that's what that defamation case. That's what it said. It said you're doing this because Russia is paying you, and this statement proves. It proves that what is in that case, that defamation lawsuit is true. But again, I don't know if actually what she's claiming is true, but the claim has just been mixed up. If Candace was saying that it was illegal when Miss Macron started her relationship with Emmanuel Macron, yeah, she had something there. Because how old was she? 30-something-year-old woman saying that I fell for a 15-year-old doesn't sound right. But in France, the age of consent is 15. As long as Macron, if the age of consent is 15, and Emmanuel said, yeah, I fancy this lady. So, and there's also one thing that she said on the Tucker Carlson show, which was false. She said the Macron lost the case in France. They won the first, I think they won the first case, and the case was, they lost on appeal, and they're taking it to the High Court. And the claims in that case are not the same claim in Candace Owens' case. They are totally different. Hers is just wild. Hers is wild. So this clearly shows that she is panicking. She is panicking. Let me see if she said any other thing which everything is theology. Those that defend or cover for those who harm children will burn in hell. That's how this ends. Which one? Is that, are you talking now about Epstein? And somebody says the media viciously attack Candace Owens for telling the truth about Sigmund Freud. That is something different. I don't know about that one. And then she says French President Emmanuel Macron is suing Candace Owens for claiming his wife was born a man. Candace joins us to present her evidence and explain why she's looking forward to a legal battle. Bridging Macron and the lawsuit against Candace. The origins of Candace. If you want to watch the whole of this, you can go to YouTube and watch this because it's wild. And then Candace says, update, I have been informed these infants were merely human shields and clearly sympathetic to Hamas. This is about, there's something terrible that has just happened in Gaza. Something terrible. And then Candace says, while Trump could have gotten ahead of this by telling the truth, I wasn't on the island, but I'm in the files because, and then give the reason. This is now something different from Macron. This is now about the Epstein file. He instead chose to gaslight us and then lash out by declaring he didn't want our support anymore if we still care about Epstein. So this is part one of the interview with, this is none of my business. Harvey Weinstein details relationship with kids in rare interview. Oh, great to see Harvey Weinstein interview trending. To be honest, I'm interested in this Candace Owens. Oh, to be honest, this is crazy. Okay, this is Candace Owens. You see? Okay, look. Imagine you wanted the president of France to just be quiet. Look at this. Never could have imagined I would have a podcast that millions of people listen to daily. Just want to express how grateful me and my team are to every single one of you. If the media had any say, none of this would have been possible. I am just beyond grateful to all. That is because you are peddling this. I don't know if it's true or a lie, but we will find out. So look at this. Look at how viral those videos were. 1.5 million views, 1.6 million views, 1.7 million views, 2.2 million views, And then Epstein was just 797,000 views. Just imagine. And she expected the president of France to just be quiet. And all of these are monetized. You can see the dollar sign. Imagine how much she has been making from these videos. These are all dollar signs. 1.5. And you put a statement like this. What is it again? What is that statement? What is that statement? You put a statement. What is it? Where is it? Come on. And you say never in a million years would Vladimir Putin sue an American podcaster. Why is that? What does prove about Emmanuel Macron? He has no real power. He is utterly insignificant and therefore fully dependent upon his image and the press to delude people into believing otherwise. You really expected these people to keep quiet after they have sent you proofs, communications, letters that you ask. We should not. To be honest, I am interested in seeing how this is going to end. You know, sometimes they say the very thing that made you can break you. The very thing that built you can break you. She is grateful of what the story that she made has done to her. Millions and millions of pounds. And this is the time for her to put her money where her mouth is. Because if she wins, if this thing goes to court and they prove that what she was saying was correct, or if the Macron can decide to, can decide to call off the defamation lawsuit, then she wins and she becomes even bigger. So it's kind of, she either wins big or as she said before, her career is going to go to, and I said this before in another video. By the way, people, I need to get this platform now to 100,000. I need to. I'm just going to start a conspiracy. I'm going to say those kids are not her kids. I'm going to say something. No, I'm just joking. But I believe that you guys are going to keep smashing that subscribe button, thumbs up or thumbs down. Thumbs down means I am not doing anything that you like, and I'll find ways to improve. And also comment and tell me what you think. There's so many comments. Let's see if we can check some comments. What are people saying? Let's see what people are saying about this thing. Let's see if we can get some comments. View engagement. Let's see. What are people saying? Never in a million years would Vladimir Putin sue an American podcaster. Why is that? Somebody said Putin eliminates his rivals. That's what he does. There is your difference. Grifter Candace Owens. And then they attack her. Putin would just have you thrown out of a window. Simple. Somebody say, bro, STFU, nobody cares about your fetish like obsession with the Macrons. These are those who support Candice. He, it is a predator. We all know it. Now what? Yeah, she is. Accept she is, but France have got caught. Did they take her to jail? No. So, what's the next one? This is not the right analogy. Putin execute his journalists. I don't know why she even brought this up. Hey Candice, you can be grateful that he doesn't behave like Putin. Under his presidency, Windows uninstall you and ask your pal Pusat why he contradicts himself in the space of a few pages of his garbage book. So this is the book. Oh, this is the book. Bridget Emmanuel Macron first attempt. We need to read this. I need to go to this book and read and see what it says. Somebody says Putin is the real what's a Q floor? MAGA hope Trump would be. Oh, Q. Oh, Q. Q, 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 Q. Yes, I hope you lose it all. You are a propaganda pusher. This has been, somebody said this has been entertaining. It is. Please go to Russia and start posting that Putin is trans and see what happens. Candace Owens is terrified about being sued, but endless lying has repercussions. So slanderous Candace is saying Putin wouldn't sue her. If she said he was married to a man, what say you, Kremlin Russia? They would throw her out of the window straight away. Putin, the man who is in no way infamous for having his opponent assassinated. Why did she even say that? You don't want to know how Putin would have handled you. The lawsuit says you don't tell the truth. Care to make a video point by point. Slander someone's wife for absolutely no reason, and when consequences come, immediately play the victim. The only thing this situation proves is that you categorically suck. Suck with money. I wish I could suck and have the amount of money that she's got. Putin doesn't sue podcasters because he's paying them. That's a good one. Or he kills them. He just pays them. Or he kills them. You went on a ranting spree pushing a false claim. You ended up being sued. And now you are crying about being sued. She says she is looking forward to this defamation lawsuit. Why is she now crying? Why are you crying and invoking somebody who just kills people? Somebody who can do that and you're gone. Imagine if she was saying Putin will kill you wherever you are. Putin will throw you out of the window. Why did she even say that? Somebody said the beautification of the murderous bastard, Putin, by French freaks is something to behold. Admitting Putin is a fan of misinformation is not breaking news, nor is it that grifters are happy to spread pro-Russian nonsense for clicks. We are about to see a wealth transfer from black woman to a white man for the first time in history. This one is crazy. We are about to see a wealth transfer from black women to a white man for the first time in history. I'm laughing, but should I even be laughing? Hey Candace, why do you as a Christian woman glorify the mass murderer and homosexual pedophile Vladimir Putin? Putin murdered Alexander Litvinenko when he exposed the fact that Putin is I don't know about that one, so I'm not going to say anything. Putin kills podcaster and journalist he doesn't like, my dear. Why did she even say that? Someone said they're about to bankrupt you. What's she saying? What's she saying? What's she saying?
I really am. They're gonna tear her down. You are done out here. They gonna get you. They gonna get you next. Don't say I didn't say it. I'm gonna prepare for it. I really am. They're gonna tear her down. You are done out here.
No, it's funny. It's funny. People, we can laugh, but it's funny for somebody so successful to decide to bring this on themselves. And you go to Twitter and you put that. You said his wife was a man and you stood on it even after Trump called you and told you to stop. Even after Trump, even before this Epstein thing, Trump had called you and said, Candace, stop this. This is not good, it's not good. But you carried on. You said you didn't want to stop. You instead changed gear. You put it on a freaking rocket mode. And now you are crying. So can't cry about him suing you. You all think everyone will let you slide like Michelle Obama did. Michelle Obama said, when they go low, I go high. Not everybody does that. Not everybody does that. The man is defending his wife. And you are annoying as fuck. This ends rocket science. The man is defending his wife. Imagine if somebody was coming for you. Your husband will defend you. So the man is defending his wife after they've done everything for you to stop. You decided not to stop. Vladimir Putin would offer you a cup of tea, and that will be your last cup of tea. Girl, shut your ass up and stop complaining. You literally made an 8-part series about his wife having a dick. Now you need to prove it in the court of law. You need to prove it. You need to prove it. Miss Macron is Mr. Macron with some kahunas, with some big kahunas and a long cucumber. It's easy. You said you're going to prove it. We don't know if it's true, but we are all looking forward to see if you're saying the truth or not. You had an 8-part docu-series about this, and it went viral. And you yourself, you said it. You just made a post thanking people for this. This made you. When you left the Daily Wire, your platform was doing good, was doing okay. Yes, nobody denies that. You're talented. But as soon as you started talking about this thing, your platform skyrocketed. Money was coming in. Putin controls the media in Russia and kills people who speak out against him within Russia and out of Russia. You keep calling a man's wife a man and are asked paint that the consequences are coming back to bite you. I might have read that comment wrong, but it is true. Because Vladimir Putin has the FSB to either poison you with Novichok or maybe you accidentally fall out of a window, you stupid prick. That is what Putin does. And you prefer him to somebody who is actually saying, let's go to court. If you're right, you win. If you're not, you pay. And now you're complaining. Not doing a great job in beating the Russian asset allegations. Never in a million years would I see someone so obsessed with Emmanuel Macron, such as Candace Owens. Why is that? Why, by the way, why is she so obsessed about what this human being has between the legs? Why so obsessed? If the president likes kahunas, like to suck cucumber at night, that is his business. When this human being fell in love with Emmanuel Macron was 15, and the age of consent in France is 15. There is no court case. There has never been a complaint to the authorities that something fishy was happening. So anyway, somebody say Putin would just have thrown you out of a window. But why did she really bring Putin in this? Bro, shut the F up. Nobody cares about your fetish-like obsession with the Macrons. She, he, it, predator. Well, who cares? Anyway, what can I say? Really is up to her and her team and her husband and those who support her. You keep giving her money, it's good for you. But please, if you can send some money off to my side, I need it. But what I need most is you guys to get me to 100,000 subs. This story, we don't know who is going to blink first. Is Candace Owens going to blink, or the Macrons are going to blink? Just like Jeffrey Epstein, Trump is not blinking. And those on the right who want the fight to be brought are not blinking. So, who blinks first? We keep watching, we keep reacting, keep commenting, keep subscribing. Make sure the bell is on. Let me know if this is shit, or let me know if this is good, so I can try to improve. See you guys. Stay safe. I'm out. I'm going to try and do these videos every day, once at least a day. Things that are happening in the world. I'm going to cover everything: entertainment, sports. I'm just going to, it's my own opinion. It's not a fact. Take it or leave it. See you guys. Peace.